Great.
Hello, friends. Welcome to another edition of Competition Countdown. On behalf of Harmony Incorporated in Acaville, I'm Bill Colosimo, and I have the privilege of interviewing two pals of mine, Jennifer Palis and Jen. Where's Jen Cook? And we'll get to that in a little while. But they're representing the Music City Sound Chorus from Area 6, Harmony Incorporated, and they are so excited, as I am, about their upcoming appearance at Harmony Incorporated's ICNC in Louisville, Kentucky, in just
Yes, well
about
said.
a week and a half. How incredible. Welcome,
Mm,
friends. Good to see you. Let's
thanks.
uh, let's start with some questions. We're going to spend some time, and we call this competition countdown. And I know it drives Harmony Incorporated pals of mine nuts because Harmony Incorporated doesn't have a competition. As Gayla Case just wrote in the high notes, it's a contest where we're adjudicated and we measure ourselves, but we're not competitors. We're all friends in Harmony, right? So yes,
Correct.
yes,
Yes,
all friends,
absolutely.
right? And I want to learn as much as I can about Music City Sound. Jennifer, the first thing, I'm going to distinguish between Jennifer and Jen, just so I don't go nuts, if that's okay with y'all. Um,
Which one of us is which? You can call me JP if you want. That's what my chorus does.
uh-oh, uh-oh. Well, that's even more confusing. I'm
Oh,
going to choose, if it's okay, I'm going to call you Jennifer, and I'm
okay.
going to call Jennifer Cook Jen, and
Gotcha.
then we'll
Mhm.
have it all straightened out. And I'm going to call myself, who knows? Jennifer, what's your role in the Music City Sound Chorus?
I am the president and also an assistant director.
There we go. And Jen, what do you do for a living?
I do barbershop, Bill.
Yeah,
Um,
there, that's my friend. That's what you do. Thick and thin. Jen Cook is barbershop. Yes, ma'am.
mhm.
And so, but you're the artistic director or music
I
director.
am. Yes, I am.
Great,
Yes, I'm the
great.
artistic director.
So one of you decide who's going to tell me about the origins of Music City Sound, how long you've been in operation, how many singers do you have, all the things. Let's just start.
It was Jen's brainstorm originally, so I think she should.
Okay, there we go.
It was my brainstorm, yes, and it stemmed from doing online rehearsals during lockdown, of course. And as I did that with my chorus in Sweet Adelines, we started having a lot of people join us from pretty far away and were able to join us on Zoom and fully get involved in rehearsals. And I thought about, well, what if we had a what if we had a chorus that did that just as a part of their normal operating procedure, I guess you could say. And that's when I started thinking about a chorus that would be a part of Harmony Incorporated. I love Harmony Incorporated so much, this organization, and that anyone could join us and that we would be a virtual chorus. We would meet virtually, but also we meet, as what we call a hybrid rehearsal, where anyone who is in the Nashville area can join us, but everyone is still considered fully participating when they are on Zoom. And we've tried some different things, especially with our virtual rehearsals, where our members get into breakout rooms of just two people and they sing for each other solo, give each other feedback, get to know each other's voices. And usually, the only time we all get to see each other in the same room in person is at contest, which is an amazing thing. I just like to sit there and watch everyone like hug each other and say,
I
"Oh, you're
just got, I
taller than
just,
I
I
thought
just
you
got
were." Yeah.
chills are running up and down my arm. It's amazing.
It is wonderful. And so I talked to Jennifer Palis, who's the smartest person I know and the most organized, and said, are you willing to do this with me? And she has she's been amazing. She keeps me in line, which anyone who knows me, that's hard to do. And just really keeps us on course. And I appreciate her immensely.
Oh, that's terrific. What terrific. Smartest person you know, huh? I took personal offense at that.
I'm so sorry, Bill.
Maybe Anthony, you meant Anthony, my son, is whom you were speaking of. That's right. Jennifer Palis, being the smartest person you know, is also the lead in a quartet that I had a fabulous time with last year,
Yes,
the No Drama Llamas gang, huh? How about that? So you're
they're a
Jennifer,
great
you're
quartet.
Jennifer, you're going to be doing double duty in a week and a half, huh?
And so is Jen. Yeah, we both are in the quartet contest and the chorus contest.
Oh my
Mhm.
goodness gracious. So Jennifer, what do you like most about Jen's directing skills?
Wow. One of the things that always strikes me about her is that I think there's a tendency for directors to point out what you're not doing right. And just because they hear in their heads this perfection and they notice the things that aren't quite there, which is logical. But Jen has a really neat skill of finding you where you are and taking you to the next level. So
Mhm.
it's much more of a growth experience to serve under her direction.
Thank you.
Wow. Yeah, that's a
Thanks,
gift.
Jen.
That's a gift for sure. Um, so, and Jennifer, how many, well, either of you, so with this explosion of success virtually and the hybrid rehearsals and all the things, when you land, everybody's unpacked, everybody's got their performance attire on, and they show up in a room. How many singers do you expect to have in Louisville?
We should have 34 singers.
Wow.
Which is exciting because in our first contest, we had 12, including Jen. She had to sing to make
To make it legal, right,
I
right, right.
did. I had to learn bass in a week, basically, to to make sure we
Well,
could compete that year.
you had nothing else going on, Cook.
Nothing else.
You had nothing else going on. I have to interject here for those of our friends in the Acaville world and on the interwebs, and even in Harmony Incorporated may not know that uh, Jen has Jen has achieved success that many folks in our art form of beautiful barbershop singing have not achieved, and that is having been, um, and I only know from what I know, the a quartet medalist in Sweet Adelines. Congratulations with
You.
that experience and all your achievements in Sweet Adelines and now Harmony Incorporated. But you are also the Cardinal District Barbershop Harmony Association champion quartet with Presto! Exclamation
Yes.
point. How about that?
That was very exciting, Bill. We were absolutely thrilled. Absolutely thrilled.
How cool. How cool. Well, you're spread all over the place and the world is better for that.
Oh,
So if it's not disclosing any confidential stuff, I suppose it's probably pretty what will you be singing for us when we see you in Louisville?
we will be singing "How Deep Is the Ocean," which is one of my favorite ballads, and then we're bringing a new up tune called "I Won't Dance."
Don't ask me is the next line.
Correct.
Wow, that'll be fun. So
Hmm.
who does if presuming that you don't just stand there like sticks to do I won't dance, who does your visual performance plan, Jennifer?
For this one, Jen and I did it together. A lot of it, we kind of made videos and said, "Does this work? Does this work?" So, and then we shared those with the members.
Isn't that wonderful? Yeah, the videos with my Alexandria Singers Chorus, it's a mixed gender pops chorus, and we have choreography instruction on certain nights, and because of people toing and froing and not being there, we have uh, 3 video cameras all over the room, and we post the videos and presume that they will be dancing in their bunny slippers to their laptops and their televisions so that when we get together, we're not reteaching, but we're just refreshing. That's way cool. Good for you. Good
And
for you.
we used a Zoom session too to talk through it and got some great ideas from members, so they were more bought in.
Yes.
And what should we do here? And is this a character move or a company move? So have those
So
conversations.
there's real buy-in in the plan with the members, eh?
I hope so. I guess
Well,
we'll have in a week and a half.
We'll see.
it's the appearance of buy-in, as the music directors, right?
That's all we need.
It's right. It's just optics, right? It's really a benevolent dictatorship. There's really no member buy-in at all. Thank you for your suggestion, but here's the direction we're going to go in. Um, okay, let's not be too silly here. So when you go, you have families and friendses who are going to be coming along. How are you all getting there? Are you going in a big bus or is everybody getting there on their own?
Well, it's pretty close for some of us because it's in Louisville, so it's easy driving, and then several are flying in. I think we have 9 different states represented in the 34 that are going. And the last time I counted,
Goodness gracious, isn't that something? And is the I confess I didn't do as much research as I should have because there's a lot going on. But do you have is your attire totally uniform, or are you going the route as a number of choruses are now doing to have a blended attire but with an overall color scheme?
yeah, we're doing the
Yeah.
colors thing.
Mhm.
That's I'm going to kind of lead the witness here a little bit, Jen. Why don't you tell us why that's a really good idea in 2024?
Well, it's this it's a very good idea for us as a chorus just because of how spread out we are.
Right.
But I also find, and I do this with other courses I work with as well, when people are able to wear things that they feel comfortable in and that they feel their best in, they're also going to perform their best. And doing it within a color scheme really allows people to, um, to dress the way they are, the way they feel, and not have to feel uncomfortable in something that isn't them. So I will say every time I do a color scheme with a chorus, it's the most excited I see them get about a costume, about a uniform, because
Right.
yeah,
Right.
they can be themselves.
Yeah, and I've for years, and I've been doing barbershop for a day or two, and in other genres of music that I'm privileged to conduct, it's we never know whether to call it costume, whether we call it outfit, whether we call it uniform. It's like,
Mhm.
so attire seems to be working these days, and body types being so different when you're
Yes.
constrained, both literally and figuratively, when you're constrained by an ideal and constrained by an outfit that just doesn't fit well for a number of us. Um, I have my Alexandria Singers have a wonderful cabaret performance tomorrow night, and I was going through my closet, which is 3/4 48 years worth of barbershop tuxedos, and I pulled,
You should
you
give tours.
go through, well, and Anthony's the same way. I keep referring to Anthony, but my son started when he was 8 and he's 41 now. So
Wow.
when he goes through his closet, he's got things from little Anthony to big Anthony and all the different outfits. So, but some just I think they must have gone to the cleaners and gone through the washing machine instead of the dry cleaning because they're not fitting particularly well. So I probably
It's
don't.
always the dry cleaner's fault, Bill.
Is it?
Always.
Is it? Okay, good to know.
Uh-huh.
Good to know. So Jennifer, when you all get to and having experienced, frankly, as a Harmony Incorporated affiliate member, I've only been to one ICNC, and that was on behalf of Acaville last year in Grand
I
Rapids.
remember.
Was able to do some lovely interviews with my newest best friends. But what other events are you looking forward to, Jennifer, at Harmony Incorporated's ICNC in Louisville?
Well, definitely the quartet contest because this for myself would be the first time I've experienced that as a
Right.
competitor. And then I'm excited because I think I mentioned to you, two of my quartet mates are just new to Harmony Inc. And so they've never been to ICNC. So to experience it again through their eyes, I think it'll be really cool.
Well, there
Mhm.
are other, and that's true, and there are other things that go on there other
Yeah.
than just the contests, right? Uh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
the crowning of the get when the queens get their permanent crowns. I know. It's like it makes me cry just thinking about it. It's such a
right.
beautiful ceremony.
It is.
I'm very excited about that one, by the way,
I
because
bet you are.
yeah, yeah. my my dear friend Chris will be getting her permanent
Right.
crown. So yeah.
Fierce has been wearing their temporary crown to sleep in for 360 days. It's time to get the permanent one, huh?
Yes.
Well, that's wonderful. It's so great to get to know you all, and maybe the last thing, and certainly Jen Cook, you referenced the during the lockdown what I refer to as the Jurassic period. What was the thing you learned most about you as a music leader during that period of time?
Wow. That's a
How about
great
that? How
question,
about
Bill.
that for thought provoking, eh? We'll get to
um,
Jennifer in just a second, but I'm talking about you as a music leader. What did you learn most during that period?
I learned I learned the value of flexibility. I learned the value of like JP said, Jennifer said, um, being meeting people exactly where they are, and how how important it is for us to, as music leaders, to have that big picture of, yes, we're going to contest, and yes, we're doing these things, but our ultimate reason for being is to create a space where everyone can grow and become the best performer, singer, person that they absolutely can be. And there was something about lockdown where there was the possibility that it might all be taken from us that really brought, to me, it prioritized what was really important for us as musicians and leaders.
Bravo, bravo. That and ditto from me. We did the same
Mhm.
thing and felt the same thing. Jen, you, for setting the presidency aside, as a singer, what did you experience as
Mm.
the most thing that you took away from that whole experience?
I would say definitely the trust that you can keep working even if you aren't able to be with people in the same room. I know in this experience, when the first time we went to ACNC with only 12 people, I was like, maybe we shouldn't do this. But I'm a cautious person by nature. But, we'll be, if we stay home, we'll be safe. And Jen was like, whatever happens, it happens. It's a lark, And so, and we went and we qualified, so that it really proved to me that you need to kind of trust what's going to happen. And what's the value of being safe is not as valuable as just taking that chance.
Taking a chance on love, right
Yeah.
there, right there. Oh my goodness. Well, friends, it's been a delight spending some time with you. On behalf of Acaville, we wish you all good things as you go forward in your Music City Sound journey and your quartet journeys. And oh my gosh, and Jen, do you how many suitcases do you have? Because you have a you have a couple. You're coming back from one and you're going to one and then you're going to one and how do we do this?
My house is going to be chaos. I'm just going to clothes will be everywhere. It's going to be a blast.
It will be a blast. So we wish you well, and we're gonna sign off now. Oh,
Can I
Jennifer,
I
yes,
have
baby.
one I just want to make a totally shameless plug. If anybody watching this, no matter where you live, is interested in exploring a hybrid chorus, please check us out at serendipitychorus.com. That's the parent of our Music City. We'd love to hear about you.
Okay, well,
Mhm.
that's excellent. And you can register on Acaville for area contests as they are available. Where unfortunately we're not broadcasting, live streaming the ICNC, but keep in touch with Acaville about upcoming events. And this video, as clearly those who are watching it know, will be on Acaville's YouTube channel and also broadcast on Acaville Radio. So part of our competition countdown series. I'm going to say goodbye now, sign off with you, and maybe we can linger for a couple minutes and have a coffee talk, eh? All right.
Sounds
So
great, Bill.
on behalf of Acaville, thanks for being with us. See you again.
Thanks.